am I glad you caught up with me again.
It's getting to be a habit that I'd like to break.
Well, I was only trying to help.
The best thing you can do is help yourself to a ride back to town. The highway's right over there.
And if Bert and Glenda hadn't interfered, we might have known who Dr. Vulcan is by this time.
Jeff, do you really believe that Bert's interference was accidental? After all, as far as I recall, you haven't eliminated him as a suspect.
Well, Bert's been in too many close scrapes with me. He's the last one I'd suspect. But until we know who Dr. Vulcan is, no one's beyond suspicion.
I agree with that.
How's the work coming?
I hope to have the sonic decimator completed before long. I'm getting anxious to see what the sun looks like again, or even the moon.
I can understand how you feel. But with Vulcan still at large, you must remain here in order to safeguard secrets such as these.
You're absolutely right, Jeff. I must remember the importance of our work.
Thank you, Professor. Well, I'll see you shortly. And I hope with better news about our enemy, Dr. Vulcan.
Durkin calling Dr. Vulcan.
Go ahead, Durkin.
I just got back here, but I'd like to take care of that King character right now.
That might be a wise move. From what happened this afternoon, I believe that King and the Rocketman are one and the same.
Then we can kill two birds with one stone.
We might even make it three.
How do you figure that?
If we put King in a spot where there's trouble and Rocketman doesn't show up, then we know that King is the Rocketman.
Yeah, sure, but what's the other gimmick?
There's a new device just completed by Eastern Electronics, which will have to be transported to the lab. At the conference tomorrow, I'll see to it that King is the one.
That hidden microphone must have been put there by a Confederate, someone who had free access to these rooms.
Well, in any event, you've put him out of business by cutting his line of communication.
I believe Vulcan has too many sources of information to be stopped that easily. No, our only protection against him still lies in the maintenance of strictest security.
Well, in that case, we have an immediate problem to discuss.
Go right ahead, Professor.
Well, gentlemen, as you all know, I've just completed assembling the sonotron at Eastern Electronics. It should be brought here immediately for testing.
Well, that's no great problem.
You forget the tremendous value of the sonotron to any foreign power.
Well, why not leave it to King? Ever since we've appointed him our director of security, he's been quite successful in warding off this unseen enemy.
Well, gentlemen, the choice is yours.
Well, I say King.
Agreed.
Thank you. I'll begin making my arrangements immediately. Bert, I'll want you to go along.
Good. What are the arrangements?
Well, I'm not sure yet. But suppose you meet me outside my apartment at 4 o'clock.
Sure thing. Okay, keep your hands down and your trap shut. Get in your car.
about a cigarette, Durkin?
Okay.
Here's a light. What bright ideas Dr. Vulcan dreamed up this time.
It's bright, all right. 3 birds with 1 stone.
I don't get it.
You will. In fact, King, you're going to work this one out for Dr. Vulcan.
For my dead body.
That's up to you, hero. But when we get to Eastern Electronics, I'm going to be your driver on the truck that moves the Sonotron. Got it? Better play along, because I got a hunch that Rocketman ain't going to show up to help you out of this one. Stay out here just in case. What can I do for you?
I'm Jeff King of Science Associates.
Can I see your credentials?
Yeah, sure.
What about him?
Why, he's my driver.
Okay, it's all set to roll. I'll get a receipt for you to sign.
Thanks.
Hey, Vulcan! It's Rocketman. He's headed this way.
They were gonna hijack the truck. Let me have this and you call the police.